I told my mom I wanted to be a nurse, her jaw dropped because I was definitely afraid of needles up until getting into nursing school. So she was completely shocked. But then I know that nursing was for me. Like, I literally have never once regretted the decision to become a nurse. I just truly am passionate about it and truly enjoy being a nurse.
I've always had a desire to help others, but my older sister's a nurse, and that had a big influence on me wanting to be a nurse.
I love teaching. I love the look on the students' faces when they learn something new. I love the challenge of staying current. That's both in the science knowledge of nursing as well as the technology. I really enjoy the movement to the future that the college is experiencing right now. I enjoy the faculty and the teamwork. I just love it.
I became a nurse because my mother's actually a nurse. It's almost a family tradition at this point. She was a nurse for 35 years in the ICU and a few different places before that, and I just picked up the hat from there.
What led me to becoming a nurse was my sophomore year of high school. My mom was diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease, which is also known as ALS. It was very tolling on my family. I was probably 16 at the time, taking care of my 50-year-old mother. And you never think in a million years that's gonna happen. I just remember laying on the couch, sleeping beside her at night, making sure her breathing machine doesn't shut off. I remember charting her medications, what time they were given, in a notebook, and seeing all the hospice care nurses come in and take care of her. And I think after seeing all that, I was like, these people are really making a difference in my life. They're making a difference in my mother's life. I just remember giving my mom her medication one night, and she said, you know, Christine, you're gonna be a great nurse someday. And then it was game over, and I knew that was what I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
The proudest part of being part of our team is that we honestly work together, not just as a team, but it becomes a family over time. We really do watch each other's backs. We ask each other questions constantly. There's no judgment. There's no, well, I can't believe you don't know this or that. It's literally whatever's best for the patient. That excellence shows through in the outcomes that we actually have. We have very good outcomes on my floor because we truly do care about the patients and what's going to happen to them when they actually leave our facility.
For me, my team is honestly a big part of why I love what I do. Just coming in to work every day knowing that you have that team is super important. You have bad days, hard days, but knowing you have that to back you up means a lot, and it makes a huge difference.
One of the reasons why I have stayed at Mount Carmel for the last 8 years is because I am proud to be part of this team. They practice excellence every single day. We have a very cohesive, family-oriented unit, and we take pride in our job. Even on the toughest nights, it's like we pull together and we all make it work, and you can walk out and say, wow, like, that is a great team.
When a patient takes the time to express their gratitude and their appreciation for you, it really reminds you of why you do what you do, and it usually comes at a time when you need it the most.
I have seen a lot in 17 years, and when I say the good, the bad, the ugly, nursing isn't always glamorous. Most of the time it's not glamorous. But when you have someone just say a kind word or just appreciate, what you do, it does make all the difference in the world. It makes it worth it.
When you hear something positive from a patient, it means so much more than I could put into words. Nursing is sometimes a thankless job. Your management thanks you and the higher-ups thank you, but sometimes you just don't really recognize and realize the impact that you make on a patient. So when they take the time after they've left and they're feeling better and they're feeling healed and they can say, hey, you know what, you made a difference, it totally means the world to you.
I think excellence in nursing is going the extra mile. It's going above and beyond for your patients. I remember I had a patient one time, and it was her birthday, and she was in the hospital. And we went down and got her a balloon and brought it up to her, and I just remember seeing the smile on her face. It made her entire day.
Excellence, academic excellence is curriculum, it's faculty, it's the environment, it's a lot of things, but it's everything. It's not just one thing.
I believe that Mount Carmel does a great job of striving to be excellent, give excellent care to every single patient that comes through the door. I think between my unit and just the hospital as a whole, the leadership, we strive to keep the patient at the center and give the best care we can.
A personal situation where I saw excellence. And it was in 2012 when my dad was being cared for. It started out at Mount Carmel East with a heart surgery, and it ended up him passing away at Mount Carmel St. Anne's. I got to see each department at their best. At that point, I was so proud to be part of Mount Carmel because they took such good care of my father.
I love nursing. If anything, I love it more now than I did when I was in school learning. It's just an amazing profession, and it's just rewarding.
When you see one of your former students out there practicing as a professional nurse, you smile from ear to ear. You watch them and you say, I played a part in that. I helped them become the person that they are. Those students, they make me smile when they graduate and become the nurses that we always hoped they would be. It's very rewarding.
As a nurse, I would love to be an OB. I think that bringing babies into the world and seeing that initial connection with their mother, I think that's something that can never be broken. From personal experience, I know I still feel my mom's presence and love every single day.
I would have to ask everyone, every single nurse, everywhere, to not let burnout happen to you. Don't give in. You have to be personable with your patients. We have to, as a group, work together to lower each other's stress so that we can help the patients, because it's all about the patient. Everything is for the patient. That's why you showed up in the morning. It's not a paycheck. It's not because you want glory. It's because you want good quality of life and good outcome for your patients.
I've never doubted that this job, being a nurse, is so fulfilling. I've never once walked out of there and said, this is not where I'm supposed to be. I always know that nursing is where I'm supposed to be.